90s right next to Gore Creek right now in Lion's Head. Quite the action was taking place on Gore Creek with all the stand-up paddling events, the kayaks, the Gore 4, the 8-ball sprint yesterday. But let's get more information on what's going on with the water levels. Because, Ken, with these warm temperatures, you could see the snow. There's not much snow left up on the mountainsides of those ski runs of Vail Mountain. There's still some way up top. You could see that on the Gore Range, but it's rapidly melting right now, and we're seeing those numbers really start to increase as far as river flows.
Yes, yeah, and that's and appreciate it to our viewers for sticking with us because it is pertinent information for river runners, and thanks to production for patching this together. We'll go through these graphs. This is what I wanted to show you. So yes, Tricia, there is still snowpack up there, but there are these warm temperatures, and the big question has been, have we hit the peak on Gore Creek, the Eagle River, the Colorado? Now, Gore Creek and the Eagle River are pretty much free-flowing rivers, with the exception of Homestake Reservoir, which they do release water through Homestake Creek. The Colorado River is, for the most part, dam controlled, so they can open and close the valves to make the water levels go up or down. Now I'm going to start things off with Gore Creek. Hopefully that's the first slate that we have that's going to pop up. There you go. This will show it. This is this morning. So if you look at that graph, those big spikes are from the past few days, and then you can see today is the most current. So we're at 627 CFS. Look at the past 4 days, how it kind of slowly ramped up a little bit. Now, there is a bit of a dam up on the Black Lakes that are up on Vail Pass, but they don't have a huge impact on it. So this will show you that Gore Creek is pretty much at its prime and at its highest level. We can go to the next graph and bring that one up, and I'll see if I can make it out. It's loud down here with the creek pumping like it is. Now, 1410. Now, this is the Colorado River out by Kremling. And you're wondering, wow, how is it only 800 CFS more? That is because they release water out of Blue Mountain Mesa Reservoir or Blue Mountain Reservoir, out of Lake Dillon, whatnot. So that level right now, out by Kremling, that's what Gore Canyon is at, and that's what the upper Colorado is. So Gore Canyon is the class 4 and 5 stretch, but as you go down to the pump house area and State Bridge, that is a perfect rafting level right now on the Colorado. We'll bring up the next one, and I'll just see what you bring up, and I'll chat about it. Okay, now this is a really crucial one. Take a look at the water levels and how they've spiked. Look at the past 3 days once again. Yesterday and the day before seem to be the peaks that we've had, and they've been right around 2,500 CFS. Those peaks happen in the morning. What happens is, and they're actually overnight, because it gets hot all day, it causes the runoff, and then around midnight to 1 o'clock is when the river's at its highest. If you want to catch those high levels, you need to go first thing in the morning. And you can see right now, between yesterday and today, that curve is already falling off. So we're just past it. So the water levels, though, are really great down in Eagle and Gypsum and the Eagle River Park, 2,430 CFS. Now I have one more that I wanted to bring up, and this is now what I'm going to show a video of in just a second if all this works out. This is the Colorado River in Glenwood Springs below where the Roaring Fork comes in, and it is right now at 9,630 CFS. It is likely to hit 10,000 CFS today, which makes the Glenwood Springs Whitewater Park, where they have just one single wave, an incredible surfing wave. You can go online, you can Google Glenwood Springs Whitewater Park web camera, and you can see this webcam, and if everything works perfectly in production, we'll be able to bring it up. All right, there it is. There's the webcam, Tricia. So they have this camera mounted right next to the motorsports, and I'm trying to see if there's anybody on it, but that is a live webcam of the Glenwood wave. And the near side to us on the left of your screen, that is the river left side, or what we call surfer's right. That wave looks really small. It's actually about waist to chest high, but for river surfers, if you look to the far right of your screen, that is a really fun pocket to surf right there. And I would suggest, if you are into running rivers, if you are into surfing and you know what you're doing, this would be an ideal place to go today to beat the heat, is in West Glenwood. Use caution while driving through Glenwood Springs, but there's your river report. So now is the time, Tricia. This is when we're seeing our peak flows. We have so many opportunities. It's rare that you can actually get a raft down Gore Creek. But one thing we want to talk about, don't go out there in your cutoff jeans with no life jacket in an inner tube from Walmart. We don't want search and rescue coming to look for you. If you don't know what you're doing, take a lesson. Alpine Quest Sports and Alpine Kayak are great resources. If you want to go commercially rafting, which I definitely suggest, you can give a number of local outfitters a call. Lakota River Guides, Sage Outdoor Adventures, they are great. Timberline Tours, one of my favorite. I worked for them for 20 years as a safety kayaker. They have the best guides, and they're going to show you the best time. So everything from floating down the road, mellow type of stretches, to the most wild stretches, to stretches that will allow you to float through Vail Village. It is all available right now.
Yeah.
But Tricia, you know as well as I do, it's not going to last. We see it go like this and then slowly start to taper off. Today and this week is the time to be here for whitewater.
Oh yeah, definitely. So book your trips, get